Hello guys, TM here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Monster Sanctuary, which is a Metroidvania RPG adventure game. Now before getting into the review, I quickly want to mention that I was given a review copy in order to make this video. However, my opinions will still remain objective in order to further improve the game and bring awareness to my audience. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the review. The story of Monster Sanctuary is that we are one of the old bloodlines and are given the opportunity to choose our familiar. Once we have chosen our familiar, we begin an adventure where we travel through different biomes and find mysterious events that threaten the peace between humans and monsters. Once we start our adventure, we progress into the biome where we meet monsters in our way. Once we interact with the monsters, a transition will commence where we must fight them. We are able to choose from one of 4 types of attacks that either damage the enemy, buff your allies, or debuff the opponents. Some examples are poisoning the enemy, adding shield to your allies, and burning the enemy with your attacks. Each type of attack consumes a different amount of stamina and recharge between each turn. This encourages the player to not spam powerful moves as they may be vulnerable and not have any stamina to defend themselves. I really enjoyed the attacks as they were very nice to look at, and there are a wide variety of attacks to choose from that did not feel repetitive between monsters. There are also elements that each monster has. These can be earth, fire, water, wind, and neutral. Each element is strong or weak against the other element. An example is fire being strong against earth and water being strong against fire. This can make every monster feel viable as they may have an advantage on your opponent. Each of these elements also have their own unique attacks that prioritize certain attack types. Hopefully in the future more elements are added, as the current moment they do feel a bit less compared to other games. Once we defeat monsters, we gain stars on our performance. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, as if we are able to attain multiple stars, it increases the chance of us getting rare loot. This encourages the player to play tactically and be aware on every fight, as you are rewarded for a star and have a chance to gain rare loot. In order to acquire new monsters, we must battle enemies and defeat them. After the battle, we have a chance to collect an egg, which depends on how many stars we have, as they are a rare loot. Once an egg is acquired, we are able to hatch it, and the monster that comes out are the one that we have just defeated. I find this very interesting and out of the box, as not many games have this way of collecting monsters. This mechanic of collecting monsters is perfect and in my opinion may be even superior to some games, as it encourages skill over luck. As we defeat monsters, our monsters gain EXP. Once leveled up, we gain a skill point that we can use to gain passive abilities, new moves, and improving our monster's stats. I personally think this is one of the best leveling up systems I have played in this genre of game. There are a wide variety of upgrades to choose from where I have the ability to customize my monsters to its full potential. Each monster has approximately 15 to 30 moves and passive ability to choose from, where I am able to change them from support, tank, healer, or offensive. We also have a item that resets these skills, which is very helpful once we have a clear understanding of the game. We are also able to evolve a select few monsters later in the game, which was very interesting, as it did not necessarily make my monsters stronger but gave them a new form with its unique abilities. The game is also a Metroidvania, which means there are multiple different environments we are able to travel to and explore. As we go through the biomes, we arrive at certain obstacles that we are unable to pass through and must go to a different location. As we go further ahead, we are then able to obtain key items that let us move to places that were once inaccessible. Some examples are double jumping and swimming in cold water. Another way of progression is by defeating champions that are similar to bosses. These bosses are able to attack twice in a single turn and are a threat to wipe the entire squad. Once defeated, our rank increases, which lets us access new areas further ahead. One big problem I have with the game is the fact that there is no way of losing in this game. If your monster is hurt and you are able to win the battle, they are automatically healed up. If your monster is fainted and you win that battle, they are automatically healed. If you lose a battle, you lose a small amount of cash and resume your play, where the monsters are automatically healed. If your character gets injured, we are automatically healed. To make things worse, the game is also very easy, as I had not had a squad wipe or lost a fight without losing on purpose to see what would happen. There are items such as weapons, accessories, and food that are able to improve the stats on our monsters. The game provides a large amount of these, however felt kind of pointless, as the game felt like a cakewalk and I did not even feel like I had to equip these to win a fight. I feel like the difficulty needs to be increased, or there needs to be a mechanic in this game that has consequences for losing a fight or injuring your monster, which would encourage me to use the items, equipment, and food to its full capability. I find the visuals of Monster Sanctuary absolutely stunning, as I am a big fan of pixel art styles. The monsters, attacks, and environments looked amazing to look at. One thing I am hoping for the game to improve on in the future are the item section. This is due to them not having any color to them, which makes it not pleasing to the eye and removes any uniqueness to the item as they all have a shade of grey on them. In conclusion, I highly recommend you guys to try out Monster Sanctuary as it has an amazing upgrade system, wide variety of equipments and much more that is coming into the future. If you enjoy games like Pokemon or Metroidvania games, then you will enjoy this game as well. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you are interested in the game or want to check it out, I have a link in the description to its Steam page. I hope you liked my review and be sure to expect more coming. I'll see you guys in the next video. TM out.